What's going on YouTube? Dr. Ambat Prime 2.0 back again with this new video, and or know if you know me very well. And well, as you hit this video, this is basically my list, and well, as the title says it, this is my way of casting, well, a Green Lantern movie. Now with Warner Brothers, DC, DCU, like on a train roll of like movies to come later in the future, I think one that is possibly coming is a Green Lantern movie. And I'll admit, this is just my way of how I would cast it for the DCU, and this is just my list and my opinion. Everyone's entitled to their own opinion, but this is just my way of how I would cast a Green Lantern movie for, well, the DCU. Now keep in mind, this is basically my own list, and these actors are not confirmed for, well, these characters and these roles. I mean, but hey, a guy can dream. And this is basically my list, and this is how I would cast it all. So I'm going to start on like the heroes slash the main human Green Lanterns, and then after that, that's when I'm going to mention like side characters as in other lanterns and characters, and then later at the end of the video, that's when I'll mention the villains. So I'm going to start from the beginning of the heroes, then then I'll do side characters. When it comes to human Green Lanterns, one of them is, well, obviously Hal Jordan. So who should play Hal Jordan Green Lantern? That title should go to Tom Cruise. He's a great actor. I could definitely see him in like a superhero movie. And if you haven't seen the movie Top Gun, you should definitely check it out. That's enough to say that he would definitely make a perfect Hal Jordan. I mean, sure, the guy's like nearly 60, but and Tom Cruise also has a thing for doing his own stunts, and I feel like he can just pull off a perfect Green Lantern. So, take the role, Tom. Please take the role. Who should play John Stewart is Terry Crews. Terry Crews is basically an actor that's best known for being in the show Brooklyn Nine-Nine, which is a funny and good show, but I feel like he would make a perfect John Stewart Green Lantern. He's just got that tough, muscular act going on, and I think he would be suited for the role because John Stewart's a character that most of us would be familiar with in the Justice League Unlimited cartoon. That's what most people know John Stewart from, but also Terry's he's a very muscular actor. He's a comedian. I feel like he can just also nail John Stewart very well, so that's why I would pick him. There's also Gardner Green Lantern, and he would be played by Rob Lowe. Sure, Gardner's not the most popular Green Lantern, and not really everyone's favorites, and he's kind of a jerk, but I feel like, if they were to throw him in a movie, Rob Lowe would do a successful job at playing him because Rob Lowe's a fittable actor, and he, in a way, almost looks like Guy Gardner, so in a way, I feel like he would make a perfect, Guy Gardner for, a Green Lantern movie. Plus, I feel like he would fit very well in a superhero movie because he was very successful in a show called, 911. And of course, you have fan favorite Kyle Rayner Green Lantern, and I think Zalo Mandiuna should play him. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing his name wrong, but that's just the best I could do. But I feel like he would pull off a perfect Kyle Rayner for many reasons. I mean, most of us know him from the show Cobra Kai, but I feel like he's got that superhero act and vibe going on playing Kyle Rayner, and who knows, maybe later in the future he could also become a White Lantern. And that's what I feel like, because, I mean, sure, he's just a kid, and I feel like you need a kid-like actor to play Kyle, so yeah, that's why I feel like, he should definitely go for the role of, playing Kyle Rayner because he's a popular, Green Lantern from the 90s, and heck, he's one of my top 5 favorites. Actually, I'll admit, he's top 3. Next, we also have Simon Bazz, and I think he should be played by Laz Alonso. Now, most of you would remember Simon Bazz, Green Lantern from, the New 52 comics, and I'm putting him on list because, let's face it, if you're gonna do a Green Lantern movie, Green Lantern Corp, you gotta have all the human Green Lanterns, and Simon's just one of those lanterns that you gotta have in it. And, Alonso playing him, he might not be that popular of a Green Lantern, but let's just say he's a fan favorite that some people like, And Laz is an actor that knows how to play a tough role here and there, especially when it comes to playing Mother's Milk from The Boys. And that's why I say he deserves the role. And finally, who should play Jessica Cruz is Aubrey Plaza. Jessica's already becoming a fan favorite that everyone loves and enjoys, and I feel like, well, sure, I might be going a little fast on just throwing her in a movie, but hey, I like the character, I enjoy her story. Jessica is basically, well, already becoming a fan favorite, a lovable character, and Aubrey is just an actress that is pretty, enjoyable, and I happen to love and enjoy. And that's why I feel like she would do a perfect job at playing her, and I also just love the actress so much that, well, I just know her very well from Parks and Rec, and, well, the latest Child's Play movie. Now, before I continue, I know some of you are probably going to comment and just mention these two. And some of you might ask, why not Alan Scott or Joe Millen? I'm not counting them because Alan Scott would be more of like if I were to cast a JSA movie. Yeah, and Joe, well, she's very new, so I can't really say much about her, and it's hard to cast her for now because, again, she's very new, like brand new. Like she's only been around for a short time in comic books, so that's why I can't count these two Green Lanterns. But on to, well, the side characters. Kind of a long list, but I decided to shorten it enough to make it these characters. The first Lantern and side character should be Albin Sur, and I feel like he should be played by Matt Smith. Let's face it, if you're going to do a Green Lantern movie, you're going to need Albin Sur. Because Albin is a character that has an important role when it comes to Hal Jordan becoming a Green Lantern, and Matt Smith would do a successful job because, well, he was an alien / well, the 11th Doctor from Doctor Who. And Matt Smith is a great actor. I love that actor. He's a great actor, and again, Doctor Who. That's why he needs to play the role. Next character should be Tommo Ray, and I feel like Tom Hiddleston would do a successful job at playing him. This is just a fan favorite for me because, well, Tom Hiddleston's a successful actor, and Tommo Ray's just one of the few fan favorites. I mean, he's a successful actor, he's an enjoyable one. Heck, I think he would do such a good job because he was also Loki from, well, the MCU. So yeah, now you know why I feel like Tom Hiddleston should play Tommo Ray. Then you also have Kilowog, and I feel like he should be played by Kevin Michael Richardson. Kilowog's just another, like, muscular character that you gotta have in a Green Lantern movie. Plus, he's a fan favorite that everyone loves and enjoys, and I feel like he deserves to have, like, maybe a big role here and there. And, well, yeah, that's why, well, I would want him in the movie. Because Kilowog is a fan favorite character that a lot of people like and enjoy, and Kevin would be a successful pick because he actually voiced Kilowog in Green Lantern the animated series. Plus, Kevin's also a really good voice actor, and even though Kilowog would be CGI'd, Kevin would just be, well, behind a microphone or, heck, wear a mocap suit, and I'm 100% good with it. Of course, you also have the Guardians, which should have, like, an important role in the movie, but as for who should play them, that would be tricky. Yeah, it was very tricky because the Guardians have, like, small roles here and there, and I feel like, well, you're gonna have to just shorten it, or just, well, these are basically the three actors I landed on who would play the Guardians. I chose Sir Patrick Stewart, Michael Douglas, and Helen Mirren. And I chose them because, well, they could definitely pull off voicing the Guardians. They would do a successful job at just, well, betraying the characters. Sure, they would be CGI'd, but they would work very well for the Green Lantern movie, and hearing their voices in these character roles, it would match up very well, and I could definitely see something like this happen. But on to, well, the villains. Now for the villains, I in a way kind of nitpicked, but mainly because I don't want all these villains, but if you were to do, like, I don't know, a sequel to a Green Lantern movie, or like 3 or 4 Green Lantern movies, or even have these villains appear in, like, future DCU movies in, like, Easter egg forms or something here and there. This is basically who I would cast as, well, the villains for, well, a Green Lantern movie. First villain that I would pick and go with is Sinestro, and I think he would be played by Adam Driver. Now, Sinestro is just an important character, and unlike the Ryan Reynolds version, he should definitely have a big role to play. Because Sinestro's a Green Lantern at first, but I also like how he should have a big part of going from like Green Lantern to forming the Sinestro Corps, and that works very well. Plus, Adam's very famous for just playing Kylo Ren, and that's why Adam Driver would make like a perfect Sinestro. Another villain choice would be Atrocitus, and I feel like Josh Brolin would be the one responsible for that role. Now, Josh Brolin is just a great actor. He's a muscular one. He's a good one. He's won Oscars. He's won Emmys. There's a reason why I want him to play Atrocitus, even though Atrocitus would kind of be CGI'd. I mean, we all know Josh as, well, Cable from Deadpool and Thanos from the MCU. And I feel like he would do a successful job because Atrocitus is a monster, he's an insane character, and he's just one of my few favorite Green Lantern villains that would even form the Red Lanterns. And I'm just a fan of Atrocitus. I mean, he's just one of my few favorite, well, I'll admit, the Red Lanterns are just one of my few favorite, well, just Lantern Corps, and I feel like Josh Brolin would do a perfect job at just playing the villain. We also have Larfleeze, and I feel like Ken Jeong would do a successful job at playing him. This might be an underrated Lantern character, but I feel like, well, Larfleeze would make a perfect, like, I don't know, side villain, or make a small appearance. And Larfleeze is also really crazy, and so is Ken in some movies here and there. So that's why I feel like, well, he'd make a perfect, well, Larfleeze. And last character I'm going to go with is Star Sapphire, and I would pick actress Evangeline Lilly to play her. Now, she might be a love interest to, well, Hal Jordan Green Lantern, well, as an on-off thing, but I could definitely see, well, Evangeline play this character very well. I mean, she and Hal Jordan Green Lantern have a relationship here and there, and an on-off thing, but also I do like the fact that she would also become a villain for once. Also, Evangeline Lilly's famous for playing Wasp. And yeah, that's basically why I would pick her to just play, well, Star Sapphire for a Green Lantern movie. And that's basically my whole list and everything. And I'll admit, I could go on, like maybe casting more characters here and there, but it would take me all day. But thank you all so much for watching, and hope you all agree with my list, and hope you all like to listen to me, well, just talk about comics and just talk about Green Lantern and all that, and other actors. But overall, this is basically my whole list and everything. Thank you all, thanks again for watching, and just to wrap it up, don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you have not subscribed already by hitting subscribe right down there, along with hitting the bell down there so that way you are notified whenever my next video is uploaded. And don't forget to also comment below. I'm always reading comments, and don't forget to hit the thumbs up so I know you like this video or even love it. And don't forget to also follow me on social media, and I just might follow you guys back. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, Facebook, Cosplay Mino, TikTok. All my social media names are right here, so follow me, and I just might follow you guys back. But until my next video, this is Dr. Ironbat Prime 2.0 signing out, and I will see you all in my next video.